Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to learn how to create this awesome login form using just HTML and CSS from scratch, and I will explain each and every step to you guys, so make sure to watch the tutorial completely. And also I will keep uploading awesome tutorials related to web development and web designing, so make sure you are subscribed to this channel. And before starting the tutorial, let me tell you guys that this YouTube channel is in collaboration with Newton School. You can check out their website, the link is in description, and also let's see what exactly is Newton School. Let's see what is Newton School. So Newton School is a platform which prepares you for your career in tech. It has courses designed for working professionals, freshers, and even people with no tech background. Okay, so even if you are from a non-tech background, you can also join this platform and you can make your career in tech. Newton School will first train you for 6 months and will help you to become an amazing full stack developer. Now you might be thinking whether this platform is free or not. So let me tell you the best part of this platform, that is you don't have to pay Newton School anything until and unless you are placed with a minimum 5 lakh CTC. I repeat guys, you don't have to pay Newton School anything for this 6 months full stack developer training until and unless you are placed with a minimum 5 lakh CTC. And I believe this type of training program is that what we need. And on their website you can see they have something called the Launchpad. So Launchpad is basically an initiative taken by Newton School for the people who want to start their programming journey from scratch, and that too for absolutely free of cost. You can go to Launchpad anytime and you can practice quizzes there. You can learn basics of different programming languages, and also you can do as much as assignments you want to do. Launchpad is completely free. Now let's start coding our login form. So let's start coding our login form, and I have basic boilerplate here. And also I had opened the output for our reference. So let's start creating our login form. So the very first thing that we need is this form container. Okay, so let's create that. So I will use a div for that and I will give it a class of form container. And in that form container we need several elements. The very first element is our form heading. So let's create that. I will use h4 tag for that and I will give it a class of form heading, and I will write the form heading inside it, that is create account. And also let's create an element for this thing basically that says already have an account, sign in. Okay, so let's create an element for that. So I will use a p tag here and I will give it a class of sign in text. Okay, so let's close that and let me copy and paste it. Now we have to create this input elements. Basically we have to create the form now. Okay, so I will use the form tag here. I will use the form tag and I will give it a class of login form. And inside that form, let's see what we need. So we need a input element for username, input element for first and last name, and an input element for email, and at last we need a submit button. Okay, or you can say sign up button. So let's quickly create them. I will use the input tag and I will give it a placeholder. You can see the placeholder here is username. So I will write username here and I will close the input tag. And now here you can see the first and last name are in one row. Okay, so what I will do is I will group them in a single container. Okay, so I will create a div to group them and I will give it a class of name inputs. Okay, and in this name inputs I will include the first name and last name. So let's include first name as placeholder and also last name for placeholder. And also we are missing one thing, the types. We have to include type also. Okay, so the type will be text for username, first name and the last name. Okay, and now let's also create an input element for our email. So I will copy and paste it, and this time instead of text, since it's an email, so I will write a email. Okay, and the placeholder will be email. Let's also create button. Okay, so I will create a button for sign up. So I will use a button tag and I will give it a class of sign up btn, and inside that basically I will write sign up. And also as you can see, we have an arrow here. Okay, so let's include that. It's basically a font awesome icon. So let's import font awesome using CDN. So I will use CDN.js. From here you can import the font awesome using its CDN. So I will search font awesome here and I will open the font awesome and I will copy the link tag. Okay, so I will paste it into our head tag, and now we can feel free to use font awesome icons. Okay, so let's open fontawesome.com. I need the arrow icon, so I will search for arrow and let's see what icon we want. So arrow right was the icon that we want, so I will open it and I will copy the HTML part and I will paste it here. Okay, so now you can see we got our arrow icon. So we are done with our markup. As you can see, we have included all the elements. So we have our form heading. You can see we have our sign in text and we have input elements for username, first name, last name and email. As you can see here, we have input element for username, input element for first name, last name and also for email. And also at last we have button element for our sign up button. Okay, so we are done with the markup. Let's quickly design our form with CSS. So first things first, we will start with a basic reset. I will use the universal selector to target all the elements and I will give margin 0 to them, padding 0 to them and box sizing of border box. Okay, and also let's give background color to our body tag. I will give it a background color of hashtag 131313. Okay, now let's come to our form container. So I will target the form container and I will give it a background color of hashtag FE. And what I want is basically I want to center this form container. Okay, as you can see, I want to center it in within the body. Okay, I want to center form container within the body. So let's center it. So what I will do is basically I will give main height of 100 VH to body tag, and to center the form container I will use display flags on body tag, justify content center to align our form container to horizontally center, and align item center to align it vertically center. You can see our form container is in center now. Now let's style our form container and its elements. Okay, so we want some spacing around all the sides of our form container. So I will give it a padding of 25 pixel from top and bottom and 40 pixel from left and right. Also we need some border radius. So I will give it a border radius of 20 pixel, and we are done with our form container. Let's style our form heading. So I will copy the form heading and I will target that using the class selector. And the form heading basically we want it in the center, so I will use text align center, and we want to change its font. Okay, so basically we want to use Poppins font in our form container. In our basically we want Poppins font in all of our form container elements. So let's quickly import Poppins font. Okay, so I will open Google Fonts. You can see we want Poppins font, so I will open the Poppins font, and we want basically 3 font weights. I want the bold one, I want the regular, and also I want the light one. Okay, so I will copy the link tag and I will paste it in our head tag, and also let's copy the font family part and I will paste it in body tag. And since I am pasting it in body tag, all the elements will inherit from body. Okay, so you can see all of our element got Poppins font because they are inheriting the font family from body. Okay, now let's see what else we want to do. We want to give form heading a font size, so we will give it a font size of 35 pixel. And now let's style our sign in text. So I will target sign in text. So let's target sign in text, and I also want it to center, so I will again use text align center. I want to change its color also, okay, but I want the same color in form heading also and sign in text also. So what I will do is basically I will combine the both selector using comma, and I will give the similar styles that I wanted to give. So we have text align center in both of them. So what we can do is basically we can remove them and we can add in here. Okay, so in this way text align center will get applied to both of the elements. And also we want the same color, that is hashtag 1313. Okay, and also I want the text transform to be capitalized in both of them. Okay, so we don't need now sign in text. And what else we want to do in sign in text, let's see. So we want to style our sign in link. I think we haven't used anchor tag here, so let's use anchor tag because we want the sign in to be a link. Okay, so I will use a anchor tag here. So I had used anchor tag here because we want the sign in to be a link. Okay, so user can go to that link and can sign in. So let's style our link tag in our sign in text. So basically I will target the A inside sign in text and I want the color to be hashtag FF7A00. Okay, so now we are also done with our form heading and sign in text. Now let's move on to our form. Okay, so I will target our form and we want some spacing from above of form. You can see we want some spacing from top of it. So I will target the login form and I will give it a margin top of 50 pixel. Okay, you can see we got some spacing from top of our login form. And now let's style our input elements. So I will target the input elements inside our login form. So let's style our input elements. The very first thing that I want to do is basically I want to give them width of 100% because you can see they are not acquiring 100% width. So let's give 100% width and now you can see they will acquire 100% width. And also I want to give them some padding, so I will give it a padding of 15 pixel from top, 10 pixel from right, 15 pixel from bottom and 20 pixel from left. Okay, so we have given the padding. And also just to tell you guys that the input and button in any form doesn't inherit font family property from parent. Okay, so you can see they are not inheriting the Poppins font from body tag. So what you can do is basically you can copy the font family from the body tag and you can paste it in the input tag and button tag. But as I have taught you in the last video that you can use inherit keyword here. So later if you want to change the font family, the inherit keyword will basically inherit the font family, whatever font family you had used in the parent element. Okay, so it's better to use inherit keyword here. And also let's see what else we want to do. So we want to change the background color of our input. So I will change the background color, and I want the background color to be E7, 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 E7. Okay, and I don't want any borders. Okay, so I will use border property and I will give none to it. Okay, so now you can see this is what our input element is looking. I also want to give our input elements a border radius. So let's give them a border radius of 15 pixel. Okay, and what else I want to do is basically you can see they have some spacing below them. Okay, so let's give them spacing below them. So what we can do is basically, oh, it's border radius. So let's give them some spacing below them. So I will give them a margin bottom of 15 pixel. And now you can see we got some spacing below them. Okay, and also you can see in the login form that first name and last name are in one row. Okay, and that is why basically we have included them in one container so that we can align them easily in one row. Okay, so I will target the name inputs and I will give it display flex so that our first name and last name will be aligned in one row. You can see, and we also want spacing here. So what I will do is I will target the first child of name inputs. Okay, so let's do that. I want the first input child basically, and I want margin right of 15 pixel. So you can see we got some spacing here. So basically I have targeted the first input child of name inputs. So we are pretty much done with our login form. Only our button is left. So let's quickly style it. So I will target our sign up button and let's style our sign up button. So first thing I want to give some spacing from above it. So I will use margin top. I will give it a margin top of 40 pixel, and I want padding. I will give it a padding of 16 pixel from top and bottom and 64 pixel from left and right. Okay, so you can see we got some padding, and I also want the text transform to be capitalized. I want the background color to be hashtag FF7A00. I want the border to be 2 pixels solid and hashtag FF7A00 in color. You can see what our button is looking like currently. We also want some border radius. So let's give border radius. I want to give it a border radius of 15 pixel and I want the color to be hashtag FFF, that is completely white. And I also want to give it a font size of 20 pixel. Let's also give it a letter spacing of 1 pixel. So this is what our button is looking like currently. Let's also change the cursor. I want the cursor to be pointer. So we have changed the cursor. Now you can see the cursor is now pointer. And now style our arrow element. What I want is basically I want to give it some spacing from the left side. So what I will do is basically I will target the eye element in our sign up button, that is our arrow icon, and I will give it a margin left of 5 pixel. Okay, and now I also want to align them both in vertically center. They are small now, that is why you can't see that they are aligned in center or not. But if I will increase the font size, you can clearly see that they are not aligned vertically centered. Okay, so let me give it a bigger font size, let's say 45 pixel. And now you can see that they are not aligned vertically. So what I will do is basically I will use display flex on our sign up button, and I will use align items center with it. And now you can see the arrow and sign up text is vertically aligned center. Okay, and let's center our button. So I will use, so basically to center the button you have to give auto margin from left and right. Okay, so I will remove this margin value and I will write the margin shorthand. As we saw, we need 40 pixel from top. Okay, and we want auto from left and right to center our button, and we want 0 margin from bottom. Okay, and now you can see our button is in center. I have zoomed my browser, so let's check it out at 100%, and you can see the form is looking good. And let's also reduce the font size of our arrow, and now you can see that our form is looking good. So that's it, but you can also add a hover effect on the sign up button if you want to. So let's see how can we do that. So I will target our sign up button and I will style it when we will hover. So what I want when I will hover our sign up button is basically I want to make the background transparent, and I want the border, I want the color to be #FF7A00. Okay, let's see what we get when we hover our sign up button. So this was what we want, but you can see it's a sudden effect. So let's use transition in our sign up button. So I will write transition property here, and I will give transition to all the property for now, and I want the transition duration to be 0.3 seconds. And now you can see the effect is smooth. Okay, so our login form is complete, and you can see that this was so much easy to create. We have just gone through step by step and style our form elements and other form container elements. Okay, so this was so much easy to do. This was it for this video. I hope you guys liked this login form, and also I hope you all understood every step. But still, if you have any doubts related to any step, feel free to comment down below. And if you like the explanation, please give this video a thumbs up and join me in this web development journey by subscribing to our channel. More awesome tutorials are coming, so stay tuned with this channel. And also don't forget to check out about Newton School. The link to their website is in description, and I will see you guys in the next video.